All right, welcome back to the Grim Wonder Speculative Podcast. I'm Joe, here with James. Today we're going to be discussing Abaddon's Gate, chapters 40 through 53, and that's Abaddon's Gate by James S.A. Corey. And so we're wrapping up this book today. So, James, how do you feel about the goings on for this one?
Yeah, we're
Starts
just
off
gonna.
with Amos saying some shit is going down.
hmm
So,
Yeah,
so the way I read it too, the way they were describing it, it sounds like they were just like in a giant room and it's just filled with tents, and that's kind of where everybody was staying when they were on the the Behemoth. Is that how you read it?
what they call that?
Just a big room of tents.
Uh, yeah, I guess yeah, because I just pictured like shipping containers everywhere. Though I kind of picture it more as like a donut. Like there's a inner wall of like a smaller circumference, and then an outer wall of a large circumference. Um,
Yeah, I think that's right. And I guess the temperature wasn't regulating too well with all those people in there, so it was basically swampy Florida-like weather
yeah,
inside there. So, but I guess
um,
that's better than dying in space.
yeah. I mean,
So,
until you can't breathe.
yeah. But so
Psychotic fuck.
yeah,
Jesus Christ.
but yeah, no. So yeah, it starts off the section we begin starts off with Amos noticing some shit is going down, and that shit is Ashford conspiring with I guess crew that's still loyal to him, and that one priest. What's his name? Is it Carlos?
Carlos is the same
Car-
name I thought, but I don't remember what his last name is.
yeah.
Trying to
So
remember. Start
him
calling him Professor Cortez.
Cortez. That's it. Yeah, Cortez. So crew loyal to him and Cortez, um, essentially planning to take back the ship, which actually was a turn that I wasn't expecting, to be honest. I thought that the the gate and the machinery, like the alien machinery, was going to continue to be like the focus. It kind of switched to that. Like that's what I thought the climax was going to be. I thought it was going to just be more so just them trying to figure out how to get out of there. I didn't realize it was an interesting surprise to see that they were going to have like a human versus human con like attack there. Although I mean, I guess that does make sense because they pretty much
Been human on
clued.
human the whole
Yeah,
series so far.
yeah, but they pretty much clued it in that like the aliens that designed the proto molecule are pretty much gone. So,
Yep.
um, and that's kind of like one of the things that um, you get into with that. Like,
Well, again, because primarily because um, they're gone, but you also are clued into and know, like for sure, that whatever killed them probably still exists.
yeah, yeah, that's what's hinting at, and that's what I'm assuming probably the rest of the series may cover. Because they basically, Miller, I guess, opened the gates because they were
hmm
worried that something was going to be on the other side. But then when he opened the gates, they discovered that nothing was on the other side currently. But that doesn't mean something won't show up. So I'm going to assume, I guess, that after this book, they're going to kind of go exploring through all those gates. So I guess
It's probably
this,
during the gap that you're talking about.
yeah, so this I guess it's going to be similar to the scattering that happens in Dune, which you may not be familiar with because I don't think you got that far. But yeah, simply just everybody exploring all over the place and colonizing different planets. I'm assuming that's probably what's going to happen here. So I guess the this whole thing being grounded within the solar system was kind of the starting off point, but now they're going full on. Not empire, but like full on galaxy spanning. Or who knows? I mean, they're wormholes. It might even be outside the galaxy. We'll see. I will not spoil it for myself by looking ahead, um, but yeah, that was one of the things too. Is just that those aliens are dead, so it's just like there's that moment that I guess us as humanity realize we're not being invaded. We're just kind of a victim of like the immune response of that proto molecule they built. So it's just a mindless thing that's happening. Uh, the builders are gone. There's no cosmic judgment. Just leftover machinery reacting to us stimulating it. So I
I
guess
really
that might.
like that you phrase it like that.
Why is that? Us stimulating it.
Yes,
That's what we did. We poked at it with a stick, and it reacted.
I know, but there are other word combinations you could have used.
I mean, yeah, more near infinite word combinations, but that's what came to mind. But yeah, so far, I guess that's even more. I guess that's it might even be like instead of a full on alien invasion, it's just like we're just fighting off like a reaction. So,
Yeah.
but we'll get more into that. But yeah, anyway, yeah. So Naomi calls Sam, which yeah is unfortunate. That was a surprise too. But we'll get into that part. But yeah, them trying to get out. Naomi calls Sam, who tells them to hide, and she'll join them shortly. Um, and then while en route, I guess they beat up a couple of those loyal to Ashford, and that's how they get their weapons essentially. Because they said, what was that? Amos said guns would be nice. He's like, I don't want to get into a gunfight. And he's like, yeah, but if we get into one, it would be nice to have them. In the Amos fashion. But yeah, so they meet up with Sam and she fills
Uh,
him in.
was
Okay,
he wrong? Was he wrong?
I didn't think he would be. As soon as he said that, I'm like, they're gonna be in a gunfight. It's just guaranteed.
There's a reason he's the best character.
Yeah, yeah. No, I'm warming up to Amos as well. I don't know if
He's,
I'll ever warm up to Holden though. Like it's just Holden is. I mean, I guess he's got the generic bland, too good.
he's a paladin.
Not even that. I would just say he's just like a moral constant that's just dropped into the chaos.
Yeah, he's a paladin.
Yeah, he's basic. Yeah, he's a destabilizing force. He basically just shows what will happen to complex ecosystems when someone keeps pulling the fire alarm. That's essentially what he is. Is he's the kid that keeps pulling the fire alarm anytime there's a problem. But yeah, your thoughts on I guess the whole I guess re-mutiny, reverse mutiny. I don't know.
Um, at that point in time, I was like, God fucking damn it, because Mal went with Cortez and Ashford. Um, I fully expected that when fighting would happen, it would be her versus Amos. Now we know what actually happened, but that was my expectation when she went with Ashford, and obviously they joined Bull.
Yeah, that's kind of their own fault too, because the Behemoth is literally called the Behemoth, meaning that it's super large. They had to put them in the same room together, just for that to happen. Although she didn't really talk to him much. Uh, I guess so. That I guess that wouldn't have happened. I guess it all happened purely because of Cortez, really. But yeah, it's just. I think the part that kind of made me a little bit sad, I guess, is what happened with Sam, because they rendezvous with her.
Yep.
And she kind of fills them in, saying that if they use the laser, it's going to melt the entire side of the ship. It's going to kill everybody. But then Holden kind of one ups her and tells her that if they even with the ship side melted, if they use that laser, the ring station. I think Miller kind of clued him in that the ring station will probably just destroy the entire solar system. So,
Yeah. Yep.
so pretty high stakes to stop those idiots, I guess. So yeah, Sam contacts Bull, and I guess Bull is going around rounding up people. And by this point, Bull is just gone ragged. Like, you can literally just like
He's falling apart every
you
chapter.
could you could feel the fight of him just trying to stay together, and it just seems like
I thought
such a pain for him to get around.
my thought was at first, right, um, that he was gonna have like a struggle, but he'll recover. Like they'll do something near the end of the book where proper military medicine, like what Holden got when they came out of not Ganymede, when they came out of was it series? What damn station?
No, no, it
Uh,
was the oh god damn, it's another
Arrows?
moon. Or
No,
no, it's yeah, Eros Station. That's it.
was it
And
Arrows?
that's not a
Okay,
moon. It's an asteroid. Yes. So Eris is an actual asteroid in the asteroid belt. So
so
yeah.
so when him and Miller came out of that, like the Rocinante, the medical capabilities of the Rocinante were like top tier. It was basically rebuilding their organs at the same rate the radiation was killing them every day. Um, so I thought uh, maybe that was what we were going to see with Bull is like he would struggle through and he would show his leadership and maybe he gets pissed at Fred and he joins the Rocinante. Cross my fingers on that, please, because none of the other cool ones have stayed. But no, when plus like Naomi and Sam friends, maybe we get Sam and or Bull on the Rocinante. But when he offed Sam, I was like, Bull's dead too. There's no way he's not. That's going to be part of their tie-in for the whole thing. And I'm like, so once Sam was dead, I'm like, there's no way Bull. He's just
No, I didn't come to that conclusion. I didn't. I mean, I had a feeling Bull was gonna sacrifice himself in some way, but I didn't think that that was gonna be final just because of what happened with Sam. But
no. It felt very hard. Like I shouldn't say very hard, but that's not proper terminology in any way whatsoever. That's stupid. But it felt very likely to me because of the screen time, if you will, page time, like word count, whatever, uh, through the book that was constantly tying Sam and Bull together, but also then Sam to the Rocinante. So like to me, like Sam was the linchpin that would pull Bull into the Rocinante, but maybe she also goes because her and Naomi are friends, and they it was the first section of this book too where they point out how seriously undercrewed the Rocinante is with just 4 people. So I'm like, okay, they're calling that out. So this is where we get a whole bunch more crew.
well, you did. You got
No,
potentially Clarissa.
no, fuck that.
I mean, they did. they did make it a point in the story to point out, and I think it was the last section we read, that all of them have like red in their ledger, and they're pretty. I mean, we're rooting for them because they're at the protagonist angle from how we're reading it, but they're technically pretty shitty people if you look at them holistically. But I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
I don't agree with that.
We'll see. I thought Bobby was going to be in the crew, and they kind of
Yeah.
did a 180 with that. So, or maybe she'll be back. We don't know. But I have a feeling. I have a feeling Bobby and Ava Sarala are coming back. Prax probably not.
I think for
Prax didn't feel
sure
like.
Avis Morales back. For sure. After the comments Cortez makes at the end of this,
Yeah.
like there's like no way when he's
Actually,
talking
I
to Anna.
guess. Yeah. Yeah. I was trying to look at that part.
It's the very end.
It's in the epilogue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, did she have any
Maybe.
speaking roles, or was she just mentioned?
Cortez was talking about her because he brings her up and Anna has no clue who the fuck she is. And then he starts talking about how that is something that Ava Sarala would love because she basically runs the Earth government, and here's an Earther who's never even fucking heard of her.
Yeah. And if Anna ever does meet her, we'll have to see how she reacts to that.
I don't think
But
she comes
yeah,
back.
Anna, you think Anna's out?
Yeah, I
We'll
hope
see.
she's out. Her character
You
was
think
bland to me.
you think she's the Prax of this?
Yeah.
But all right, well, yeah, I mean, I guess time will tell. Um, so anyway, I think the point that we got, Bull rounds up everybody, including Anna, in that I guess where they had been filming the radio free slow zone broadcast, and there's where Monica was there as well. So I guess I'll go ahead and take my assumption back from Monica, because I guess in the beginning of the book I assumed that she was hired by Clarissa, but I was only partially right about that. It just turns out it was only that one guy. Um, Monica, I guess, was still her own person, but I mean, she did help with trying to do that broadcast and try to get everybody to. I guess what was that? That was Holden's idea, right? To try to shut down all the ships and everything, so that the
Well,
system
it
would
was
stop perceiving them as a threat and kind of release the.
yeah because of Miller. So Holden's idea, but I mean, I don't. Whatever you want to tie Miller's existence off to, whether it's his never-ending cancer or actually something with the protomolecule still, or
Yeah, yeah, but yeah. So I guess the idea is that them turning everything off will kind of disable the inertial dampening
yeah,
field that thing's given off. Um, but yeah, that's where it's unfortunate. And Sam's death surprised me too. I was not expecting that, especially because she came from the
well,
last book. Like, I think she's the first character that came from another, not like, because she was in. I mean, she, albeit brief appearance
yeah,
in that book, but she's still in the second book, and
yeah, right before they got fired.
yeah, so she was in there. So her coming over from another book, I was thrown off by her being killed, because obviously we've been having deaths of people, but they were introduced and then killed within the same book.
Yeah,
This is the first time that it just threw me off. I guess it was a little bit of a surprise, but I mean, I guess they do. Or I guess I should just have the same expectation of like Game of Thrones, because they're closely tied with George R. R. Martin. So
And yet they figured out how to finish their books.
They probably wrote these being because they were his like consultants, where I guess they kept track of the world for him because it was getting too big for him to, I guess, think of on its own. So they were keeping track of it for him and being consultants for it. But I guess maybe they wrote this out of boredom, waiting for him to finish. But and James S. A. Corey are actually on they're on another series after this. I forget what it's called now at this point, but potentially maybe I'll check it out after this. But anyway, so yeah, Sam's death. She was sabotaging the laser, and it happened suddenly too. I think all the deaths here happen suddenly in this story. There's no like build up.
Eh,
Maybe
Bull.
potentially bulls.
Bull,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, so far everything else is just like instantaneous. You're not expecting it. Oh, and it happened to Bull's one security officer
Yeah, in
in
the
the
last
last
section.
section.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, but it also,
Instant death.
again, Sergeant Ver... something or other? The Martian?
Rubinsky.
Verbinski, that's what it is. Yeah. Just dead.
Yeah.
Just dead. Like, what?
Yeah, it's just the way they don't really linger on people's death. They're just like, yeah, and Sam was shot in the face.
Yep.
But yeah, that's what happened, and I guess that's going to be on Ruiz's conscience for sure, because I think basically when he called them into the bridge, he asked would these like because she obviously while she was trying to sabotage it, she was lying about how long the repairs would take,
Yeah.
and Ruiz disagreed with it, and then he just shot her. So
I think that was
I guess
happening no matter what.
yeah. But yeah, so how do you feel about that?
So that
Assuming
happened before everybody gets together in the drum.
yeah,
You
that
flop those two around. And the only reason I'm calling that out is because everyone together in the drum is the part that I kept rereading. It is either 43 or 44, chapter 43 or chapter 44 is an Anna perspective. Probably my favorite part of this book. But also, she says something that I cannot disagree with emphatically enough beforehand. So, like, I went in and I read it and I was like, oh, fuck this. I don't like this character. This is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. And then we get into the rest of the chapter, and I'm like, this is the best fucking chapter. What the hell?
okay. Did you want to go over that? So what did you have to keep listening to or reading? Which part specifically?
She says something along the lines of like, certainty doesn't belong with violence, or something like that. Uh, basically, saying that you should always be unsure when violent things happen, and I think that's I fundamentally feel like that is the exact opposite of the way it should be. If you're going to hurt and harm people, you should be fucking certain that that's what you want to do. There is no room for gray there. It's either yes or no.
Yeah.
So
So
like,
you were listening to it. So you're not in agreement with that and with what she said then.
yes, and I don't know if I got that. I paraphrase. I don't remember the line off the top of my head precisely, but I should be pretty close.
Yeah, I don't know if I looked as far into it as you did. I think when you said that there was a section that you listened to repeatedly, and
Well, it
that was
started
not
there.
what I expected. So,
Well,
um,
it's that whole chapter though, because then afterwards she goes and talks to Amos, and fundamentally like walks away with like this. Oh, this guy's a stone cold killer, and he's likable. What do I do now? So
Yeah.
the whole Amos interaction with her too. Uh, I
Oh,
that made it my favorite chapter of the book. He's such a perfect sidekick. He doesn't want to be a main character, like his personality wise, but also because of the short story that we did. The shit. What was it called? The whatever.
the churn.
Churn. Ah, man. Yes. Um, we know that he doesn't have main character syndrome, if you will. He doesn't want to be a main character. He always wants to be a support. Does not care to be in a decision making role. And yet, every time something fucked up is happening to the Rocinante, like yes, Naomi, yes, Holden, yes, Alex have all done things that have kept them alive, but there is no story without Amos. Every fucking time something's going on with he just like they're all dead without him. They would have died back in book one. No, they wouldn't have gotten anywhere when they were trying to break out of the station, and like Miller and Holden didn't get out fast enough. But like, that's where everything would have fallen apart without Amos.
Yeah. Yeah, he's it's funny, he's almost like the moral compass.
Amos?
Yeah. Well,
No,
emotional
no.
wise. Like he keeps like
You mean non?
he
He
keeps he,
like no emotion.
no, he keeps people grounded when they're getting too emotional.
Yeah, sure, but that's not a moral compass. Moral compass is fucking Holden.
Yeah, I meant to say emotional compass.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's what I like about it too, though, is that he's not the most. I would say for sure, Naomi or Ava or maybe Fred are the most uh, analytical of the characters we've really met. But
Yeah.
um, like he's not analytical, but he's just good. And I mean, and was it the beginning of the second book when they actually talk about like realistically he's like way better than good. He just doesn't show it to everybody.
Yeah. And I don't think he ever will.
Well, that's against his character, which is like why I
Yeah.
say like he clearly doesn't want to be in a decision making role, but he's like the ultimate support character, and that's clearly where his character wants to be.
Yeah, no, he's not decision making. He's get things done.
Yeah.
Don't even think about it. Just get it done mentality. So, but
Well,
yeah,
that the talk with you saying that is that's it's right before before Anna goes over to mess with Amos, but it's her and Holden talking, and she was saying something like, oh, and Holden was reassuring her, and he's like, no one's gonna hurt you today, because a good friend of Amos's, which again, Alex and Amos and Sam, that's a thing. And then Sam's gone. I really thought she was gonna be the tie-in to in Rocinante, but anyway, that's a side note. No one's gonna get through because he gets angry when he has to process emotions, and process deaths, and they had just killed Sam, which is why he was sure that no one was going to get in while they were doing their broadcast, because fucking Amos was not like just good luck. Uh, and then she goes back to Holden. She's like, killing won't make him feel better. And Holden's response to her was like, ah, actually, he's special. It might. For everybody else, I would agree with you, but for
Oh
him,
yeah, that part.
no. Yeah, the whole chapter was just great.
Yeah, yeah. That's I remember that part too. Um, yeah, and Amos. I think Amos is frequently taking. I mean, he doesn't want to be a main character, but I feel like he's definitely taking the B level away from kind of like Alex. Alex, I feel like Alex is not as loud as the other characters.
He's the pilot. He's always in the
He's
cockpit.
along.
He's always, yeah.
Yeah, ironically, he's the pilot, but but story wise, he's along for the ride.
Yeah.
So, um, but yeah, so Sam killed. So now Naomi is the one that has to shut down the reactor and gas the bridge. But and then I guess that's their plan. So they're gonna gas the bridge so that Holden will uh, they'll take it once everybody's unconscious. And I'm like, it's and it actually gave me like the impression that they had the upper hand for a while. And they did have the upper hand for a while. They were taking things back left and right, and then of course those fucking uh, the power armor,
Yep.
where I'm like, they're fucked. But then I guess they didn't have any guns, so it was just purely they had to like kill people. I guess with pure power, which I guess would happen as well. And it didn't make them. I guess it made them slightly less. It gave them enough of an edge where I guess they had a chance.
Well, yeah,
But
because
yeah,
think about, right. We don't have any direct. This is what power armor can do, except for, was it the first or second chapter of the second book, where Bobby and the blue eye protomolecule beast on the surface. That was Ganymede, wasn't it? No, was it the next?
yeah.
No, wait.
No, that was on Ganymede.
Okay,
When you see her being using her Martian
power armor.
power armor.
So you get a feel for how much stronger it makes her, how much faster it makes her, but also like she's making pinpoint shots with a not so accurate weapon from miles away because the armor is doing all those calculations like just every time you fire.
Yeah.
So like yeah. So it's a big deal, but we also have seen how good that armor can be without the gun. So it's not like we know it's not a nothing. Like they're still gonna fuck you up.
Yeah. I mean, them not having the guns definitely gave them a chance. But yeah, I mean, I was still like when they busted out that armor, I'm like, fuck.
Right
Because
before it was funny though.
yeah, yeah, no, it seemed like
It'd be
they were
real
just
nice if
kicking
we had some grenades, right?
Yeah, it was.
I'm gonna have to confiscate those.
Yeah, but in order he had to confiscate them so he could use them at the end of the
yeah.
end of his journey. But yeah, no, it was. Yeah, no, I think I was just like, God damn it, because like when they were basically taking back the ship, they were really beating Ashford's crew back, and it just seemed like they were just gonna have almost zero effort. I'm like, this is too easy, and I'm like, that's why it was too easy because they have the fucking armor. So, yeah, so gassing the bridge wasn't gonna happen easily. Um, but I mean, Bull's team still retook engineering. I think
That was the part that you said felt easy. Because they were just
yeah, they took engineering without a problem. But then it started getting harder because they had
split up.
the Martian power armor, and then Naomi tried to gas the bridge, but Clarissa uh, disabled the remote access to it. So so that wasn't happening that way. Um, and I think there was another inertial dampening reaction when he shut down the rotating drum of the Behemoth.
Yeah. Yep. They
Um,
call that out.
yeah, he
That's
shut
a
it
little bit
down.
after this spot, though, isn't it?
Yeah, so injuring and killing even more people. Yeah, it happens right before the four soldiers with the
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Martian power armor that Bull
Yeah,
confiscated.
that's because
Um,
they did that whole end of the one chapter. That's right.
yeah, and
Where
they float.
it's
Well, they
Bull and
floated through the
Holden being
drum to
like,
get to them.
don't let him touch you. Oh wait, they're going the other way.
Yeah, yeah, he was
Yeah.
full on expecting to have to deal with them in the elevator shaft, which I mean, eventually they did, but I guess, he was expecting it to be sooner. They kind of went around the drum and then came back the other way.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, so they were forced to have to give up engineering because of those um, four soldiers. Um, so I don't know if I read this correctly. So Naomi was able to dump the core, but not the grid, right? So Ashford was.
Uh,
So she was able to dump the core. So I don't know. I don't know what dumping the core did because from what I understood, Ashford was still able to fire the laser.
yeah, I think the idea was just that it wouldn't continue to generate power, so he could only pull whatever power was within the system already. So he wouldn't get a full power shot.
Okay.
Sort of like if you I don't know, just as a for instance, you unplug your computer, like there's still power in all the components for a little bit, uh, which is why like even if you turn it off and unplug it, and you start fucking around with stuff in there, you can still short your components out. There is still residual electric in there. So I was under the impression that dumping the core basically left only that residual for him. But because the behemoth is so fucking big, it still is. It's not an
Probably a
insignificant
lot.
amount of power. It's just not enough to get off a full shot.
Yeah.
I might be
Yeah.
wrong on that. That's what I took from it.
That's how I read it as well. Um, so I guess. Uh, so we're at that final stand in the the elevator shaft. I'm just picturing it as just like one long
Yeah, it's the worst fucking part of this book.
thing in a vacuum. You didn't enjoy that last stand there?
No.
Is it because of what happens to Bull or just the whole experience?
Uh, I liked most of Bull's side of it. I fucking hate the Clarissa redemption bullshit. Fuck her. And that's what this is. That's ultimately what we got here. It
It
started
wasn't a
cool.
surprise. They were working on
I
that from the
know, but
beginning.
I like it could have failed, please. Like please. No.
Well, we'll see. If she, I don't know, maybe she'll come back and then she'll end up being one of your favorite characters. You don't
I doubt it.
know. But yeah, so that's the elevator shaft is kind of where we lost Bull. Um, so they continue
And
going, and he.
isn't that also where uh Brabinski ate it?
Yeah, yeah. I think he was. I don't think he killed all of the soldiers, right? I think he just did. He was only able to kill one, right, by sacrificing himself.
No. Because the armor doesn't come back. But if only one went out, you'd still have three with armor on.
Okay, so you think he? That's how I read it. But yeah, I guess yeah. So he sacrificed himself, um,
You know
just
what I
to
mean,
stop
though? Like
that pursuit. But they got
after that, you'd still have three people. So like all the next few chapters where they're wrapping it up and leading, they never talk about it again. So I would think those other three dudes are done too.
Yeah, yeah, they don't talk about them again. So yeah, I guess he gets them all. Uh, I think I was just mainly distracted by that because yeah, it was. I had a feeling like just him getting worse and worse and worse. I had a feeling he was going to get a sack. He was going to do the sacrifice play.
I've
So
when they pulled him out of the mech, and he's just like, "Well, I feel my lungs filling up again, but I'm not coughing. I don't know if it's good or bad, but woohoo!" Like,
yeah, probably not good if you're not feeling things anymore. So um, but yeah, um, quite a struggle to get in there. Um, well, actually, I guess meanwhile in the offices, I mean, they make it look like I was getting nervous that Amos and I mean, I guess not as much with Anna because Anna we didn't get much time with her, but yeah, I was worried that we were going to lose Amos in that part because it was just getting worse and worse and worse with them getting into the broadcast area, um, trying to.
you can't kill the main character of the story.
I mean, nobody is safe in these stories, so
Mm,
at least that's the vibe I'm getting.
I think we can say Amos is safe, and Naomi is probably safe.
You don't think Holden is safe?
No, and I don't think Alex is safe.
Oh, Alex is definitely not safe. He's like one step above. Um, what's his name?
Um,
Trench or something?
what?
No. The guy that was with them, that seemed like he was going to be with them, and then he was just killed immediately in the first book.
Oh, where?
Not Trench.
Oh, what the fuck was that guy's name?
Shed. Shed, Trench, something like that. I don't know. We'll spend forever trying to figure it out. Not important. I don't think he's coming back, so no need to worry about it. Um, Yeah, so it seems like it's pretty hopeless in that the broadcast area, but I guess Anna gets one call out to Clarissa, or I get no, Clarissa calls her, doesn't she?
Yeah, I think so.
She said she can open the doors, and I guess that's when Anna has her faith speech with her, um, and tells her to have faith in the people that chose to forgive her in spite of the pain she's caused them, and to stop siding with Ashford, who kills out of convenience. But I feel like all of them kill out of convenience. Amos definitely kills out of convenience. Um, but yeah, I guess Clarissa finally just opens the doors. So there's your
Yep.
redemption arc that you don't like.
It's not even
Um,
that. Like that's the beginning of it, sure, but then her stupid steroid fight with Ashford. It wasn't even really a fight with Ashford. It was just let's pre let's pretend this is what would happen if Neo came to the Expanse.
yeah. Well, you know what? Actually, now I'm remembering. So yeah, I think
Go ahead.
no. I think Bull only killed two of the people in the marine mech armor. I think I'm remembering now. The two that were left that were pursuing them, Naomi killed by like killing them with the elevator. She rigged the backup elevator to engage, and it
Oh, yeah,
basically
yeah.
crushed them. So yeah, Bull only did get two. So I was remembering correctly. I just wasn't remembering everything at once. so um, so that's the Neo thing you're talking about because Ashford tried to shoot her and she drop kicks him. But yeah, they take the grid off the line, um, and the ship shuts down. Lights go out, and I think everybody else had. I think doesn't. This is where it got weird. I think Holden has like another um,
Yeah, with Miller.
mind
Yeah.
conversation with Miller when the lights go out. So the lights go out for everybody, I guess, in a normal way, but Holden appears on. Um, I'm guessing probably a planet that's going to be explored in the future, or I guess it might just be a random one.
Uh, I don't know. I guess it could go either way, right? Like they're not giving
But
much away on that.
I don't know if it's just a random planet that I guess Miller's creating in his mind. I mean, he definitely was pointing it out, but like, um, so I think it might be a planet. I don't know. I feel like it might be. Well, I'll look at the description and see if they revisit this planet later. But yeah, with all the ships powered down, so Miller was able to shut down the defenses. That's what I thought was interesting. So not only did it free the ships, but it opened up all the rings. Um, and as we mentioned before, um, there was no malevolent alien force waiting for them. But according to Miller, they're more than likely still out there.
Yeah.
Um,
You think we're
so
ever gonna see Miller again? Like,
I think we might because
okay.
they sort of left it open ended because
Oh
even
yeah.
though the creators are gone, Miller said he really can't stop searching for them. So I don't know. Do you think the creators of the proto molecule are gone, or do you think we'll see them? Where it's just like they make us assume they might be all dead, but they might actually be around.
I'm gonna put my bet on no. We won't see them.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we'll see. I have a feeling whatever alien force killed them, though. I have a feeling
I do
that's
think
what the whole
we will
series
for
will
sure see that.
culminate
Yeah.
to.
Yeah.
So
I agree with you on that. Which is why then I was like, do I think we'll see? Because at that point, right, you would also get humanity's view on the proto molecule creators versus the destroyers, right? So there'd be potentially a three-way war, or is humanity just supposed to pick like we're gonna join the proto
you mean like
molecule guys?
Halo,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, yep.
the Flood?
Uh, so I don't know. I just don't think that's gonna happen. So I am with you, and I think that whatever the proto molecule creators were afraid of, I think that still exists, and it's probably what we're gonna get a bunch more of human versus human shit through the rest of the series, and then also some human versus whatever that is shit.
Yeah, while they're exploring the cosmos, I think it'll definitely be human versus human in that case because it's gonna be a race to colonize for sure because
Yeah.
that's how we roll. So I think
Oh
that's what's probably gonna happen. So, um, but yeah, it sounds like Clarissa might be along for that ride, whether you like it or not.
yeah. We couldn't have
Because
Bull. We got Clarissa.
well, we'll see. Maybe you'll warm up to her. I don't
No.
know, but yeah, I mean, I guess um, Anna wants Clarissa to have like a fair trial on the moon. I guess so. Um, she asks Holden to take her. He initially refuses, but I think that's when they buy back the Rousey using Tilly's money. So um, they buy it back, so she kind of blackmails him into taking her. So, um, but yeah, and then her and Amos start bonding because she helps fix the damage, and he calls her Peaches. and I guess it kind of ends with her finding that she really enjoys being with that crew. So
Yeah.
that's the end. But yeah, thoughts on what happened in this book?
Uh, so that one chapter again is one of my favorite chapters in the entire series of 3 that we have
Series so far.
read. Yes. Um, and the end of this is the most blood armored brute force shit they've done to us yet.
How do you mean?
Like they just clearly engineered this whole book for a redemption arc for this chick, and not even that fun of a character. Just
Not a fun character yet.
uh,
We'll see. Eh,
this
uh,
is
all of them have done things that they regret.
sure.
Just
Nope, I don't agree with that. Nope.
just Clarissa is the one that we've seen fleshed out in the middle of the narrative story, whereas like theirs are all in the past and it's just briefly mentioned, whereas hers we see it. So
Nope.
uh,
That's not even the thing I was going to say. I don't think Amos regrets anything.
I don't know. Deep down, he might.
No, because
Although
like
it,
I think his character would probably say like he made a decision he made at the time with the information that was available, and I just don't think his character is one that would be like, oh, if only I had known this and lame it. He's too get shit done to be someone who dwells on something like that. So to me, like I don't think he would regret anything because it seems to me like he just like, well, like sure, it was a bad decision, but I made the best decision I had with whatever information I had. Like does that make sense? You get what I'm trying to say there?
yeah,
He's just too like on the nose, just get it done. That I just I don't think his character would regret any of that.
I wouldn't say he regrets what he does as much as he regrets that he is having to do it. So I wouldn't say like
You think so?
I feel like I wouldn't say like he never regrets any decisions he makes. I think he regrets the life that he's in. I think he likes not
No, I
accepting.
don't agree with that.
Eh.
You're the churn. The churn again is what makes me not agree with that. Like they all chose to be on the Canterbury and then the Rocinante. They could have left any number of times, and they kept choosing it over and over again because that is legitimately where they wanted to be. It's like when they were taking contracts from the OPA to go hunt down pirates, and then when they were freelancing for that most of a year, like that's that's easily probably 12, 14, 16 months of time, and they all kept going back to they none of them wanted to be anywhere else.
Yeah, yeah, fair enough. A couple of things I thought about too after the book was over. Um, I feel like the
Like,
ring was like a test. Do you feel like we passed the test? I feel like it was a lab experiment to watch how the violent primates would behave when handed godlike tools.
no,
We did not pass the test. I feel like.
I don't think it was a test.
Uh, you think it was just
I'm
purely
gonna
just mindless stuff?
like. What do you mean? I
Just
think they
a
were very face value with what the ring was. It was a jump off point to get into our solar system from another one for them to use, and so like the space highway just happened to go through ours.
Yeah, but no, I mean, the reason why I thought it was a test is because the whole inertial dampening thing to begin with. Like, why was that there as a defense mechanism if it wasn't a test to see? Because, I don't know. Maybe I
I
read it
don't.
wrong.
I think it's just like it's like a having a security guard at the front door kind of thing. And that's like okay in an hour from the proto-molecule creator side, right? Like in I'm just going to call them PMC from now on. From the PMC side, uh, they like I don't think they expected that something would be able to just obliterate them. So I think ultimately what we got here that you're thinking as a test, it's just it was like having a motion sensor security guard at the front door, and it was just to stop something or slow something, give them response time, and then like so I think the ring for sure was just an invasion point for a travel point for what could have been an invasion, but I don't think it was there as a test. I think we just because they're gone, they never turned their shit off. So it's like when they went into the pyramids in Egypt and they started uncovering graves and stuff, and some of the people died because oh look, you didn't get enough time for air to get in there, but nobody knew until somebody did it.
Yeah, I guess you're right. So I guess it wasn't a test because it doesn't punish intent. It kind of punishes like outcomes. Like it doesn't care
Yeah,
like
it's
who
just a
who
passive guard.
fired the shot, just that a threshold was crossed. So I guess it's I
Think of
guess
it this way:
fairness. I guess fairness doesn't exist at non-human scales.
it's like a
So
ring camera on your doorbell. Someone comes in and sets off the motion sensor, and the camera turns on for a couple of minutes.
yeah, I need an inertial damper for my house.
Good luck with that.
So um, yeah. Um, anything else? Anything else come to mind when you think of this book, or
No,
any final thoughts?
yeah, fuck that Clarissa character.
She wasn't as bad as Ashford.
She get, of course not. I would say she wasn't even as bad as Cortez, but I just did not want a redemption thing. We already had good characters that could have joined. You already had them. This is the character I didn't want to read more about.
For now,
You-
I'm just
no.
gonna keep maintaining that. It's, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see as we get longer. See if you warm up to her, or maybe, like I said, maybe they make it. I have a feeling they're just gonna make you feel like she is joining them, and then she just won't even be in the next book. Because that's I feel like they did that with Bobby. I felt like Bobby was going back to Mars to visit family, and then come back and rejoin them, and then we didn't see her at all. Although I guess Bobby will. I feel like Bobby's coming back, and I know Ava Sorrell is coming back for sure. Bobby, I'm iffy. I'm not sure if she's coming back, but trying to think of who else we saw that I think might be coming back. No, I guess
do
that's
you,
it
do you think we're going to get all four members of the Rossi?
for this next book.
Yeah.
Why do you think they're going to go exploring separately, or
I don't think it's impossible. Isn't Amos or not Amos? Alex like fairly old?
I didn't get that from him. I got that he was maybe 50.
Okay. I placed him like mid 60s.
Nah, I didn't. I didn't get that. I feel. I well. I mean, to be honest, I feel like they're all like roughly.
Alex
Not
is
even
for
that
sure
old.
older than them.
Yeah, well, but I feel like everybody else is roughly around the same age, like 30s,
Yeah, I don't know. Could be.
mid 30s. Mid 30s is how I feel. That is what I picture Naomi, Amos, and Holden are at the very least.
I see. I I I had Holden and Naomi for like early 30s, and Amos for like late 30s.
Hmm. No, I feel like to me, I feel like he's the same age as them. Maybe even younger, to be honest with you.
Leviathan Wakes era, James Holden early 30s, usually placed somewhere between 30 and 32. Naomi is often estimated to be 32 and 35, so either they're the same age at 32 or she's just slightly older. Um, Alex is mid to late 40s, approximately 48 to 50. Okay. I was way fucking off.
I wasn't, so I'm proud of that.
Oh, well, you're going to be even more proud. Amos, mid 30s, usually pegged for 33 to 36, which would be the
So,
overlap between Holden and Naomi. So, yeah.
so they are all the same age. So I was right.
Yeah, that's why I was like, okay, you're going to love this then, this last bit. Son of a bitch. I don't know. I don't know why. I just thought, okay.
And then Bobby, I pictured being in her 20s, and Ava Sarala, I feel like is 60s for sure. Who knows? She might be in 70s or 80s, and it's just that she might even be 80s, and just that time period has the advanced medical stuff where 80s would be more like 60s, aging wise.
Bobby is likely to be 26 because of they explain how many uh, times she's signed up with the Martian army. So it's probably 25 or 26. They're giving Ava 68, 67 to 70, but probably 68.
It just means that I'm apparently good at guessing ages for these characters. So, any final thoughts? Excited to see where this goes next.
No, I don't. I just don't want to read more about Clarissa Mao. I just don't care.
I don't think that she's going to be in the next book.
If she's not in the next book, maybe it'll be good.
All right. So she's your new.
I don't really want to
that
read
you
about
hated
Anna
her?
again either.
Yeah, I mean Anna, I think might make a brief appearance, but we'll see. That's just my suspicion. But yeah, well, interested to see where the next. So it's a trilogy of trilogies. So like the next three books will be um, effectively a trilogy anyway. Like, and I guess it just gets grander and grander in scale as we go down. So yeah, looking forward to that. But um, yeah, otherwise, I guess join us again when we move on to the next book, which I believe is another thing that I have trouble pronouncing. Is it with Cibola burn? I guess I better learn how to pronounce that now before we start talking about it. Take care, everyone, and we'll see you next time.